The fastest Indian, a tagline that created a sensation in the Indian automobile industry. A journey that started way back in 2007 with a product so good that it absolutely ruled the sales over all these years, made a huge impact and created an unbelievable fan base. The Pulsar 220 is without a doubt the pride of Bajaj Auto. But as we know, all good journeys come to an end. But where one journey ends, a new one begins. This is the Pulsar 250. Hello everyone, my name is Mehul and it is so good to be back on this channel with you people after such a long while. Today we have the brand new Pulsars, the F250 and the N250. Because people desire a change and the change is here. A totally new generation of Pulsar, a platform that's gonna make way for the future motorcycles by replacing the current generation. Now before jumping to the review, a special thanks to Khandelwal Bajaj Bilaspur for providing these motorcycles. If you are from Bilaspur and if you are looking to buy a Bajaj product, then do contact them, book a test ride and go for it. Their contact details will be down in the description, so do check it out. Now, let's begin the review. If we take a first look at the F250, yes, it has a distinct styling, but at the same time, you'll get the resemblance of the 220 from this motorcycle, as few things like the projector headlamps and the semi-fair design are surely an inspiration from the 220. Whether one will like the overall design or not is clearly subjective. I'm not a big fan of it personally, but yes, I do like the design of these DRLs. They are sharp and they give bike a fresh and muscular look. Well, it's certainly not the best looking motorcycles out there, but Bajaj have clearly improved the quality of these panels and there's not too much of panel gaps here and there. We call a product brand new when most of the things are designed from scratch and not being carried forward, right? Well, good news. That's the case with this 250cc engine, because Bajaj has claimed that it's brand new and not at all shared with the likes of Dominar 250 or the KTMs. This single-cylinder engine is set to a 5-speed transmission and puts out a max power of 24.5 PS at 8,750 RPM and a peak torque of 21.5 Nm at 6,500 RPM. For a 250cc engine, the figures are quite decent, but the thing that will surely impress you is the refinement and the ride quality. Well, Bajaj says that there's maximum torque available between 3,000 to 7,000 RPM. It's quick off the mark, it's so much responsive, all you need to do is hit the throttle and you're good to go. Overall, a great riding experience. It's quite a surprise as to how well the 250 is when it comes to handling. It's smooth, agile, goes around the corners nice and well, and it feels confident too. It does show some instability at higher speeds, but those are numbers that you're gonna hit on the highway. As far as riding it in city traffic or even commuting on speeds like 90 or 100, it is just amazing. Well, you get the MRF zappers on this one with a 100/80 section at the front and a 130/70 at the rear, which are certainly not the best tires out there for a machine that has this much caliber and performance to offer. Well, another highlight on the 250 are the brakes from Grimeca, which is a European brand who also makes the wheel and suspension of the 250. Well, you get a 300mm disc at front and a 230 at the rear with a single channel ABS only at the front. The bite from these brakes is decent enough to bring the 250 to a quick halt. The suspension on this one is a 37mm telescopic fork at front and preload adjustable monoshock at the back. Well, one thing which I do want to mention, it gets a center stand. So good for that tea break, right?
Hello, oh भाई, मेरे को सुबह से क्यों उठा के रखा है? We have one more motorcycle to cover. Hello everyone, I am Saurabh Bhargava and I am riding the naked beast, the Pulsar N250. Well, all the things Mehul has explained until now goes the same for the N250 also. Because apart from its appearance and few other changes, this is the same motorcycle on the inside. But is it the same when it comes to riding this machine? Let's find out. Being 2 kilos lighter than the F, the N250 feels more quick to ride. It does get the advantage as the weight on the front wheel is less, which helps the N250 to make a quick burst of speed. But when it comes to the top speed, the F gets the benefit of its semi-fairing. You get the clip-ons on the F, whereas you get solid handlebar on the N250. Adding to it, the positioning of the foot pegs makes it a bit aggressive and sportier, but less confident at high speeds. Apart from the 2 kilo weight difference, few other things which are similar on the two are the nicely cushioned seats with a seat height of 795mm, ground clearance of 165mm and a massive fuel tank of 14 liters. Now talking about the exhaust of the 250s, I must say they are really loud and smooth. Adding to it, we'll talk about some another good feature of the USB port which we get on both the 250s.
They both share the same instrument cluster with a nice bezel-less design which looks more clean on the N250. It's a part digital, part analog cluster with some additional features like clock, gear position indicator, fuel efficiency and range indicator. But it do lacks on Bluetooth connectivity, which quite a few motorcycles do offer in this segment.
Now let's talk about the point which every Indian is concerned. कितने में कितना देती है? So the F250 is priced at 1.41 lakhs ex-showroom and the N250 is priced at 1.39 lakhs ex-showroom. And company claims the mileage of 35 km per liter. Talking about the price, I feel it's a very good deal. Based on the competitors, these two bikes are giving way more features than the others.
We all know that after the launch of the 250, Bajaj has now officially discontinued the legend Pulsar 220 from its lineup. So, is the 250 a replacement of 220? Well, calling it a replacement wouldn't be nice, because that motorcycle is completely different from the 220. We should see it as a product that is here to make its position in the market rather than replacing this one. About the 220, it came in the market a decade back, made a legacy for itself and created such an impact in the market that even after all these years, this bike is loved by almost every Indian. Now, is there any chance that Bajaj would bring the 220 back? We know that all good things must come to an end. But if the demands would still be high for the fastest Indian, you never know.
Well, that was about the 220 Mehul. What do you think about these two bikes?
Well, I think that Bajaj has once again played a safe game here. I mean, just look at it now. They're offering a lot while still keeping the price point that much aggressive. It's not too much, but at the same time, it's not too less.
Exactly. And I heard people saying it is missing out on the 6th gear. But after riding it, I felt the 6th gear is not meant for the city purpose, but on highway, you actually need one.
Yes, I mean, the performance is amazing. The delivery of torque is on point. It is so good. The overall riding experience is so good that it is delivering what a customer will desire from it.
It was such a great experience riding these two motorcycles, and I must say, Bajaj has done it once again.
Thank you everyone for giving your precious time to watch this video, and if you do loved it, then make sure to hit a like and subscribe to our channel. This is Mehul,
And Saurabh.
and we'll meet you again in the next one. Till then, take care and ride safe.
Bye bye.